Hello, my name is John Oakes, and I'm a community college math instructor, and this is my presentation about what I learned at Screencast Camp 2012, and I hope that my presentation will spark your interest to come out to Screencast Camp next year. The first session I attended at Screencast Camp was Screencasting for Second Language Study by Roberto Garza, and he showed us his resources that are on iTunes U under the Michigan's MI Learning tab, and I highly recommend that everyone go and check out his resources that he's posted there. Another thing that he mentioned during his session is the national standards for foreign language, which are communication, cultures, connections, comparisons, and communities. And I hope to integrate these standards into my own class in the upcoming semester. Another session that I attended at Screencast Camp was about tools for mobile whiteboarding, and three major tools came up, which are EDU Creations, Screenchomp, and Show Me. And the only one of the three that I've actually used myself is Screenchomp, and I like it so far, so I'm going to continue to use it. Another session I attended was how to explain screencasting to others, and Rich made a screencast on his website about the incredible screencast, and it explains what are screencasts and what can they do for my business, and so I highly recommend that you go out and check out Rich's screencast. And another session I attended was the quest for a mobile screencasting solution, and Anton actually presented 4 different methods for mobile screencasting solutions, and one of them was jailbreaking your iPad, and that's not something that I plan to do myself. Another nice resource that I learned about at Screencast Camp was Trello, and it's a web app that helps you to organize a project at a single glance, and I intend to use Trello with my students this upcoming semester as they work on their semester-long projects. One of the sessions that I presented at Screencast Camp is Technology in the College Classroom, and there's a bit.ly for this session with all of the resources that we collected while we were talking about technology in the college classroom. And so if you teach in the college classroom, I highly recommend that you go out and check out the resources that we collected. Another session that I presented at was the side effects of technology overload, and we have a bit.ly for that session as well, and you can see that the 2 George Bushes on the screen seem to have technology overload just from the microphones that they're being asked to talk into. And throughout the weekend, a lot of other presenters and participants of Screencast Camp posted bit.lys on Twitter, and so a few of the ones that you might want to check out are on the screen there, and so I hope that you go and check them out and let people know that you appreciate that they put their resources out there for you. Another session I attended was on Coach's Eye. It's not just for coaches, and before Screencast Camp I hadn't actually used Coach's Eye myself, and now I can see myself using it in my math for education classes this semester, as I hope my students to become better teachers. Another nice set of resources are calendaring, scheduling, and task tools that I learned about at Screencast Camp, and so they're Cozy, Catch, and Remember the Milk. However, I've never used any of those 3, and I don't intend to either, because I'm very happy with my Google Task right now, and I'm going to continue to use it. One of the other presentations I attended was about the Screenchamp Awards, and you can see some of the trophies that were passed out for the awards last year. And so if you want in on the action, just follow the TechSmith blog when they announce the Screenchamp Awards. Another nice resource that I learned about was MentorMob, and it's a web app for curating your own content about whatever you want and creating a playlist for people to easily access the content, and so I intend to use this with my students this upcoming semester. Another nice iPad app that I learned about was MoodMedics, which was created by Luke, one of the TechSmith people, and so I really highly recommend his iPad app, MoodMedics, and I hope that you check it out. And one of the things that I can't forget to mention are the arts and crafts. And here with the LED Throwies, I have to point out that you cannot put 8 of them in your pocket at the same time and not expect for the magnets to deactivate your hotel key card. I was locked out for at least 45 minutes to an hour and a half. And another arts and craft project I made was a coffee sleeve made out of duct tape, and mine used Nintendo duct tape, and so that was something that I never would have thought of, and something that I found very frustrating, and something that I probably won't ever want to do again. And one of the things that I did at the end of Screencast Camp is go to a Lansing Lugnuts game, and so although I really love baseball, this wasn't the most exciting game in the world. But, if you want to go to something for the outdoor sporting events, it's worth your time and money. And this guy, Matt Pierce, is actually one interesting guy, and I just wanted to point that out, that he actually follows my tweets about the Detroit Tigers, which I found to be, I don't know, exciting or disturbing. I can't figure out which one. And so, last but not least, I just want to thank TechSmith for their wonderful hospitality over the weekend of Screencast Camp and the opportunity to network and learn about all the wonderful resources that I learned about. And this was my presentation about what I learned at Screencast Camp 2012.